Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn the concept of measures of variability. As we have seen in our previous lecture, the measures of central tendency. So I'll tell you today that how they differ from each other and what is the need of using the measures of variability when there is a measure of central tendency. So I'm going to clear your concept by using a very simple example, and I will also tell you the different measures of variability and what is the most commonly used measure of variability. So here we have an example of a school where there are two classes, that is class A and class B, and the principal is hiring a teacher, a maths teacher, and he has given him the choice of teaching either the class A or class B. So the principal gave a choice to the teacher that she can choose from class A and B, whatever the class she want to teach, but he has given some information regarding the two classes. What he told her is the mean reading level of both the classes, so that the teacher can easily made a choice on the basis of mean reading level. So the mean reading level of the class A is 8.0, while the mean reading level of class B is 8.4. So if the teacher just made her decision on the basis of the mean reading level, the mean is basically the measure of central tendency, and if she made a choice on the basis of the mean, her response will be definitely to choose a class B because of their high mean reading level, because they have 8.4 mean reading level, while the class A has 8.0 mean reading level. It means the teacher has to work a lot on the class A as compared to the class B. So the teacher will reply the principal with the option of class B on the basis of the mean reading level, if she made her decision on the basis of mean. But the principal forgot to tell her one important thing about it. He did not tell her the portion of the scores or the mean reading level of the students in the class B. Now what does it mean? Let's draw a graph of the mean reading level of the class A and B, so that you can easily see that how far the mean reading levels of the different students spread out in each of the graph. So let's draw the graph of both the classes. We can distinguish between the mean and how far the data points are lying in the graph of the class A and class B. So let's see how the teacher can change her decision if she will be given with the graph of both the classes. So this is the graph of the mean reading level of class A and class B. If I label them as, the red graph belongs to class A and the blue one belongs to class B. So what we can get, or what information these two graphs are given to us. If we look at the graph of the class A, it is clearly shown here that the reading level of most of the students falls around 8.0. That is the mean reading level of the mean reading level of the class A is 8.0, while the reading level of the rest of the students are just near to 8.0. That is between 7.6 and 8.4. It means the reading level is not much spread out. It means we cannot say that there are much students who are away from the mean. So it means there are most of the students have the value that falls near the average, that is 8.0. While looking at the graph of the class B, it is clear that the average reading level is 8.4, but there are a lot of students, as its variability is showing here, that there are a lot of students who have the reading level that is away from the mean, that is 8.4. Either there are students who are very much you can say who are having a reading level that is very high, or there are students who are having the reading level that is below the mean and are far away from the mean, as you can say the 7.1 value. So the difference between the two is the variability, the dispersion, scores that are spread out a lot. So it means if the principal tells the teacher about the variability factor of the scores of these two classes, then she might change her decision if she is more willing to teach the students who are easy to teach. So if the principal told the teacher about this dispersion, she will definitely change her decision, because it's difficult to teach the class B as compared to class A, because there are students who are far away from the mean as compared to the class A. So we can say that measure of variability describe how far data points lie from each other and the center. So it is clear here that the data points in class B are far away from each other as compared to the data points in the class A. So after understanding this dispersion of the scores, the teacher will definitely change her decision as to choose class A based on the variability. So we can say that the two classes differ from each other in a way that class A is easy to teach because most of the students have the reading level around the mean value. They are not having the reading level that is much spread out. So it means it has less variability. While class B is comparatively hard to teach because there is more variability. So variability is how far the data points are lying in the given data set. So class B is hard to teach as compared to class A if the teacher is given the information regarding the variability of the data. So we can say that if the distribution contains a great deal of variability, distribution means that the data given in a given data set contains a great deal of variability, measures of central tendency will not be the representative of the score. In such a case, what do we need? We need the measures of variability. So just like in measures of central tendency, we have the mean, median and mode to measure the central tendency. We do have the different measures of variability. So what are the most commonly used measures of variability? These are range, interquartile range, standard deviation and variance. So these are the four most commonly used measures of variability. But the most commonly used measure of variability among these four is the standard deviation. So in our next lectures, we will discuss these measures of variability one by one so that you can easily have the concept of these as well as we have discussed the mean, median and mode. So that's all from today's lecture.